Hello again. Uh, let's start our sorting lecture. The title is Modern Methods of Food Research. The plan of the lecture, spectral analysis, the method of luminescence, and the method of rheology. Spectroscopy. Spectral analysis is based on the study of the radiation spectra of various substances. Samples of the analyzed substance are burned under certain conditions. The substance evaporates and dissociates into atoms, which are excited to give a spectrum. The light emitted in this case, passing through the glass prism of the spectroscope, decomposes into its component parts, different lights, and the experimenter observes a number of different lines. This is a line spectrum, and the lines are used to judge the presence of an element in the analyzed product. Utilizes air absorption and emission of electromagnetic radiation by atoms. Absorption is low energy electrons absorb energy to move a higher energy level. Emission, this is an excited electrons return to lower energy states. And in the ground state, the energy is absorbed as electrons jump to the higher energy levels. And in the excited state, the energy is emitted by electrons returning into lower energy levels. Emission spectra of elements. The color of the sodium, it may be a black color, and the color of hydrogen may be calcium, is maybe gray color. The spectroscopic techniques are based on the fact that light absorbed, this is absorption, and that is directly proportional to the concentration of the absorbing component. An introduction to the colorimetry. Colorimetry is a quantitative technique which makes use of the intensity in color of the solution related to the concentration of the colored spices in it. And the colorimetry can be used if the substance to be analyzed is colored, or if it can be made colored by a chemical reaction. The concentration of the unknown solution can be estimated by the naked ear by comparing its color to those of the series of standard solution prepared by successive dilution. And however, its low concentration color may not be detected. Next slide about atomic absorption spectroscopy. In this slide, you can see the picture of atomic absorption spectrophotometers. The main part of atom spectrophotometers operation is cathode lamp, gas mixture adjustment controls, flame, display, and the monochromator. Atomic absorption spectrometry is a measures small concentration of metal ions in solution. It may be the ions of macro and the microelements, and used by the industry to analysis of ores for metal content, quality control of metals in steel, testing water for metal ions, and analyzing food and the pharmaceutical for metal ions. And the next slide, ultraviolet visible spectroscopy. Ultraviolet visible spectrophotometer measures the amount of energy absorbed by a sample. The optics of the light source in ultraviolet visible spectroscopy allow either visible to 750 nanometers or ultraviolet below about 400 nanometers to be directed at the sample under analysis. Why are carrots orange? Carrots contain the pigment carotene, which absorbs blue light strongly and reflects orange red, and so the carrot appears orange. Next slide about luminescence. Luminescence, the glow of atoms, ions, molecules, and the more complex particles of matter, which occurs as a result of the transition of electrons in them when returning from the excited state to normal. To transfer the particles to the excited state, the amount of energy is determined. The glow or part of the energy is realized in the form of the luminescent quanta. This method is used to determine the vitamins, proteins, and the fats in milk, to determine the freshness of meat and the fish, and the various foliage of the vegetables, fruits for the detection of food preservatives, drugs, carcinogens, pesticides, and others. For example, here the potatoes on the cut have yellow fluorescence. When affected by potato phytophthorium, its color becomes intensely blue. When affected by calcium rod, greenish. When viral disease, appear different colors, mainly in the vascular part of the tuber. Lemons and the orange have a blue tinted fluorescence, while marinades are dark orange with a purple tint. When blue mold is affected, dark blue fluorescence appears in the front of spots in the affected areas. Thus, changing the fluorescence of fresh fruits and vegetables allows you to detect the beginning of spoilage at a very early stage, which is necessary for storage, long-term transportation, and canning. Both in milk and the meat, fat, and the oil, you can use this method to detect spoilage or importers of other products. To establish the purity of the product, identify it, as well as the type of the meat. When evaluating the quality of food products, great importance is given to their consistency. There are rheological methods for the assessing consistency, the primary assessment of food products. And what is rheology? Rheology studies the structural and the mechanical properties of materials, deformation maybe. Rheological properties include viscosity, elasticity, and the strength of the product. In this slide, you can see a list of references to explore. And thank you for your attention. And this was our last lecture for our course. And if you have any questions, please contact me. in dialogue.